So I shared some of my results that I've had as an investor, particularly in the crypto space, on my Instagram stories, and the demand for some more depth and for me to walk people through what strategy I was applying and how I was doing it was overwhelming. So here I am. And I want to tell you that when I'm turning $2,500 into 96,000 or 45,000 or 30 something thousand or 70 something thousand, it doesn't mean that you should be aiming for those same results. And it's not realistic to think that you'll achieve the same results when you're just starting out. So big disclaimer, this is not financial advice, and I'm not trying to tell you how to invest your hard-earned money. Rather, I'm showing you the mindset that I've used to make myself very, very wealthy, and what I continue to apply to continue to create even more wealth. Also, keep in mind that I've been running a really successful multi-six-figure business since the age of 19, and I have quite a few years of accumulating wealth that I can comfortably make and take risks when I invest. For someone who has less in the bank and more to lose and is afraid to lose it and maybe is older, you won't want to take the same risks and you might not want to apply all the same principles. The first step is to find the right vehicle. And the mistake that so many of us make, the same one that I made when I first started investing back in 2015, 16, was that I was using the wrong vehicle. I was fighting an uphill battle. I was putting my money in stocks and index funds, and these tools are really great for protecting and creating long-term wealth and compounding over the next 10, 20, 30 years, pretty much guaranteeing you to become a millionaire. And if you haven't covered those basics, if you haven't started the habit of investing, then high-risk plays might not be the right thing for you. However, it was moving on from that and opening my eyes to opportunities that had much higher yield that would shave decades off my timeline to hit my goals. And even if you don't have a strong foundation as an investor, that's going to sound really attractive and appealing because of course you want to make as much money as possible, as quickly as possible. But also remember that your goal is to make sure that you don't lose. You do need to play a little bit of defense here because you're protecting your assets as well as trying to multiply them. With that being said, the really extremely intelligent choice that I made that has made me very successful with my investing was really taking a portion, 10%, 20% of my total wealth and allocating it into an area and a vehicle where I thought, wow, here we have some massive upsides. And that's when I really started going deep on cryptocurrency. Now, don't get me wrong, I also did this with some stocks that I thought had a lot of potential, but the greatest yields, the 100x's, the crazy returns where I've turned a few thousand into hundreds of thousands has always come from this vehicle. And that's because right now it is an amazing opportunity and it's really one that most people will never see again in their lifetime. So if you're missing out because you've got your eyes closed or you're holding your hands over your ears and trying to block out all the noise because surely it's just another distraction, you might want to reconsider that like I did. Because having tunnel vision towards your goals can be really beneficial for a lot of reasons. You really get into that deep state of focus, you become excellent at something, and you manage to really stay on track and be consistent over time. However, narrow your focus a little too much and all of a sudden, every incredible opportunity that was coming up, meanwhile, will just go unseen and other people will take advantage of it and become very wealthy, very successful, very happy. And meanwhile, you'll be stuck in the slow lane because you decided that you're just going to stick to what you know. Something you need to realize is that cryptocurrency has outperformed every other investment vehicle over the last decade and really over all time. So this is the best investment vehicle that has ever existed. And if you're not using it to multiply your wealth right now, while it still has that momentum and while it's going to continue to have that momentum for a good while before it starts to slow down, then you'd be silly. And my oh my, was I being silly. However, when I realized, wow, there's this incredible opportunity, the stats and the numbers speak for themselves, start getting educated, start digging deep, that's when all of the opportunities started opening up. I invested a ton of money into masterminds, into coaching, into joining groups and communities to really understand what projects had a lot of momentum, had the right teams and the right leaders behind them, had the right technology, and really had a narrative that was going to help them win. It gave me the ability to place very small bets, very small chunks of investments, and turn them into extremely high yields and incredible results. And what I'm really recommending for you is to get into the same mindset, to not just listen to this and think, oh yeah, that's great and what an amazing opportunity, but not me. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing and hopefully I'll be all right. You can be more than all right, and you can apply yourself. You can decide and you can commit to actually educating yourself and learning about the opportunities that exist right now. And now my question to you is, would you rather hustle and work really hard, 40 hours a week or more, to try to make a living and to be okay? Or do you want to just click on a few buttons, read some stuff, watch some videos, educate yourself, and make hundreds of thousands over the course of a couple months where you barely had to move a finger and the money just keeps multiplying? I think to some extent we're addicted and we just love the feeling and the identity that we get from working hard and being proud. What if it was just easy? What if you had basically an infinite money glitch? Your whole life would change. Maybe you wouldn't have any motivation or reason to do anything productive anymore. And in my experience, that hasn't been true, but I know it has for some other people. So ask yourself, are you ready for wealth? Are you ready to receive? Are you ready to get into a state of abundance where your needs are met for the rest of your life? And maybe you even create generational wealth that will change the lives of the people who come after you. Maybe you'll create an incredible impact by giving to charity. Or maybe you'll spend your time doing the things that you love with the people that you care the most about. Either way, what you really have to realize is there is only you who's holding you back, who is telling the story that maybe you don't understand this type of stuff, or that yeah, other people can get it and be successful and become really wealthy, but that's not me for this, that, or other reason. That's simply not true. It's only true if you decide to believe in it, and then it's only true for you. Personally, what I realized when I acquired the level of wealth where I didn't need to work a single day in my life anymore, I didn't need my business income, even though it was very high, I was able to just retire myself and put myself in a position where there was no more need for income streams. Well, I still love what I do and I continue to do it. It's my greatest passion. It's what I love the most, and I want to help people and make that positive impact. It might not mean that you stop working for an income. Maybe you like your job, or maybe you just find a better one, a cooler one, or maybe you start a business, or maybe you grow your existing one. But at the end of the day, more capital, more resources just makes you more of who you are. It'll amplify your current personality. And if there's something deeply wrong with you, and if you're struggling, no matter how much wealth you bring in, all you'll experience is an amplification of those problems and of that reality. See, when people say more money, more problems, what it really means is my problems are getting bigger because it's being amplified by more money. But if you shift your mindset and you dig deep within yourself and you start to realize that the opportunities are here, that the tools and the resources exist, and that most of them are actually free, and that you can learn it all yourself if you'd like to, or you can shortcut and make it quicker by having people around you who support you and help you and teach you. Well, if you realize all that, and well, if you implement and move forward on it, it will change your life forever. You'll never have to stress about finances ever again. You'll be able to do anything you want and really impact the people around you in a very positive way too. So I hope you really hear me when I say, get serious about your wealth. Get serious and invest into learning how to invest. Grow your skill, grow your ability, because otherwise you'll be stuck in the perpetual loop that you're currently experiencing, at least when it comes to this area of your life. If you don't make some severe changes, if you don't take a different route, if you continue what you've been doing, you'll continue to get the same results. Finally, if you want me to personally guide you through how to build an extremely positive and high yield investment portfolio, if you want me to show you my picks, to give you access to my network, to get in early on projects that are going to boom, then feel free to book a call over at erafael.com. You can sign up for a consultation with me, and for a short time, I'll just be taking a handful of people, probably about 5 people a month on average for the next 3 months, to actually teach, showcase, and walk through my process here, and to really support you in your journey as an investor. Again, if you want to be a part of that, head over to erafael.com, book the call, we'll talk and see if you're a good fit. And if so, I'll be helping you grow your wealth and really improve the financial area of your life drastically.